A very good morning to my dear students. We have discussed chapter number 8, What If? It's a beautiful poem in which we have seen there were certain doubts in a poet's mind. Here the poet has depicted a child's state of mind. What doubts has he? So, today we'll be discussing our next chapter, chapter number 9, a different kind of school. It's a beautiful story. Here, in this story, we will learn we should be sensitive to the special people. Special people means it may be a physically handicapped people. So, here is a story, A Different Kind of School, written by E.V. Lucas. So, let's start the story, A Different Kind of School. Beta, in this story, the author heard the things such as it was actually the different kind of school in which specially challenged people means a person who is physically handicapped, it may be a deaf and dumb people. So those children, they got the admission. So where the other children were taught to be sensitive towards the special kind of people. In this school, the children are taught to be sensitive and they should appreciate and understand the misfortunes of this special kind of people, specially handicapped people. So here Miss Beam had a simple teaching methodology to sensitize her children, her students, who need a special care and who need a help from others. So let's start the chapter, A Different Kind of School. See, I had heard a great deal about Miss Beam's school, but not till last week did the chance come to visit it. I had heard about this school, Miss Beam's school. But I didn't get any chance to visit it, to go there. When I arrived, there was no one inside but a girl of about 12. But when I arrived to this school, when I entered into this school, I met one girl and she was near about 12 years. Her eyes were covered with a bandage and she was being led carefully between the flower beds by a little boy. When I arrived there, what did I see? That girl, eyes were covered with a bandage, as you can see in this picture. And she was blindfolded and she was being led carefully. She was led carefully by a little boy. She stopped and it looked like asked him who had come. And she stopped there and she was asking who was passing by me. Miss Beam was all that I had expected, middle-aged, full of authority, yet kindly and understanding. Beta, authority means it's a power to give orders. For example, if someone has an authority, it means that person has the power to give orders. So Miss Beam is the main person who was running that school. So Miss Beam was all, and I had expected middle-aged. Miss Beam, I think so, it was near about the middle age, and she was having the authority, and she was a kind and understanding lady. Her hair was beginning to turn grey, and it started to turn grey. She had the kind of plump. Plump means she was slightly fatty lady. Slightly fat figure that is likely to be comforting to a homesick child. I asked her some question about her teaching method, which I had heard was simple. Actually, I heard about Miss Beam. She was a very simple kind of lady and her teaching method was superb. So I just asked some questions from Miss Beam about her teaching methods. Next paragraph, no more than this is needed to help them to learn how to do things. Simple spelling, adding, subtracting, multiplying and writing. The rest is done by reading to them, by interesting talks during which they have to sit still and keep their hands quiet. So now what she is replying, Miss Beaming saying, I just make them learn how to do simple spelling, adding, subtracting, multiplication. The rest is done reading to them by interesting. I used to do interesting talks with them. There are practically no other lesson I used to give them. The real aim of this school. Now Miss Beam is telling what is the aim of this school. The real aim of this school is not so much to teach thought as to teach thoughtfulness. So here I just want to teach my students. Thoughtfulness means it's a consideration for needs of other people. Here other students, they want. Here Miss Beam taught other students, they should learn what are the needs of the students, of these special kind of students. Look out of the window a minute, will you? Now Miss Beam asked that boy, asked the author to look out of the window. I went to the window which overlooked a little garden and a playground at the back. What do you see? Miss Beam asked. So that narrator is saying, I went to the window which overlooked. Overlooked means I saw something wrong or bad. A large garden and a playground was at back. And what do you see? Now the Miss Beam asked from me, what did I see there? Now what do you think could be seen from the window? So I see some very beautiful grounds. Now that narrator replied, I said, and a lot of jolly children. Jolly children means lot of children I saw and they were very happy. Jolly means happy. It pains me too to see that they are not all so healthy and active looking. And I can see these all children, they are not so healthy and they are not looking active. When I came in, I saw one poor little girl being led about. When I entered into this school, I saw one little girl who was blindfolded and she was led by a little boy. She has some trouble with her eyes. Now I can see two more with the same difficulty. Now I can see two more children who is having the same difficulty. So there is a girl with a crutch watching the others at the play. And one girl, I am watching one girl who is having a crutch. Beta crutch क्या होता है? Crutch means one or two long sticks that help to walk. Okay. So if something wrong with that leg, then that person used to use crutch. So it's one or two long sticks होती है ना, that helps a person to walk easily. Stickney जिसे हम कहते हैं, from the stick a person he can walk easily. So she seems to a hopeless cripple. But a cripple means to damage somebody's body so that he is no longer able to walk even. So actually she is looking crippled. She is not able to walk even. That's why she is taking help of crutch. Next paragraph, Miss Beam laughed. Oh no, she said, she is not really lame. Actually she is not lame. Now Miss Beam replied, she is not lame. She is not having any problem in her legs. This is only her lame day. Actually today is a lame day. The others are not blind either. It's only their blind day. It's their blind day. Some students it's their blind day, and some students they are celebrating their lame day. So I must have looked very surprised for she laughed again, and Miss Beam started laughing again. This is very important part of our system to make our children appreciate and understand misfortune. Appreciate means it's a good qualities to understand. So I want my children to understand Understand the misfortune. Misfortune means bad luck. What these lame, blind, and deaf and dumb people have. What misfortune they have. So we should understand their feelings. We should understand their bad luck. Okay. So we make them share in misfortune too, and we should share their misfortune. We should also share their bad luck. Each term, every child has one blind day, one lame day, one deaf day, and one injured day, and one dumb day. During the blind day, their eyes are bandaged, absolutely, and they are on their honor not to peep. So they are not able to look even. This means that they need help with everything. If they want to eat, they want to walk, they need each and everything help they want. Other children are given the duty of helping them. So other people, other children, we assign them duty to help these blind children, blind student who are on blind day today. Okay. For example, as you know, beta, today, for example, today is Wednesday. So on Wednesday we used to wear our different uniform. So we celebrate different kinds of days. So they were the blind days, deaf days. So both the blind and the helpers, there is no misery about it. Miss Beam continued, everyone is very kind. It's really something of a game. Before the day is over, even the most thoughtless child realizes what misfortune is. But a thoughtless child who never ever thinks about those people who is blind, who is deaf and dumb. So even a thoughtless child, he even think about the misfortune what they have. So the blind day is of course really the worst one. Whenever they are celebrating the blind day, it's the worst one, because we can also imagine if we are blindfolded, are we able to run? Are we able to even walk? We are not able to walk even. Okay, we are not able to see anything in this world, in this beautiful world. So we can imagine what a misfortune these people have. So the blind day is of course really the worst, but some of the children tell me that the dumb day is the most difficult. But some children, they used to say, ma'am, Miss Beam, the dumb day is the most difficult. Okay. Next is, dumb day means when we are not able to hear. We cannot bandage the children's mouth. So they really have to exercise their willpower. But here Miss Beam is explaining about her work. We never ever bandage someone's mouth. Only they have a strong willpower to be quiet whole day. They are not going to speak even a word. Come into the garden and see for yourself how the children feel about it. You can also join them. You can also feel what these children are feeling. So Miss Beam led me to one of the bandaged girl. She led me to the one of the bandaged girl who was having a bandage in her eyes. Here's a gentleman come to talk to you, said Miss Beam, and left us. So sad Miss Beam said to that blinded girl, here one gentleman, who is gentleman here? That narrator who is narrating the story. Don't you ever, now the narrator is asking from those children, those students, what problem they are facing. Don't you ever peep? Asked the girl. Oh no, she exclaimed. That would be cheating. So, वो क्या पूछता है from that girl? The narrator is asking a question. Don't you ever try to peep? Don't you ever try to see something? क्या तुम कुछ भी देखने की कोशिश नहीं कर रहे? बेटा, whenever we start playing the blindfold game, so we try to watch something ना, हाँ कि हमें कुछ दिख जाए, and we just catch our friend. So he is asking from that blindfolded girl, don't you ever try to peep something? Don't you ever try to look something? Oh no, she exclaimed. She exclaimed means sad in suddenly. It was so awful. Awful means it's so painful to be blind. You can't see a thing. You feel you are going to hit by something every moment. It's such a relief just to sit down. So here she is sharing the feeling of a blind person. We face a lot of problem while walking, so it's really very reliefful for a blind people to sit down. Are your helpers kind to you? I asked. So then now the narrator asked from that blindfolded girl, are your helpers are very kind to you? They help you out fairly, but they are not as careful as I shall be when it's my turn. वो कहती है whenever it's my turn, I shall be the helper. I'll become more careful as compared to them. So those that have been blind already are the best helpers. So those who have already celebrated blind day, they became more helpers as those people who have not celebrated the blind day. It's perfectly ghastly not to see. Ghastly means it's very frightening. It's very frightening that not to see this beautiful world. I wish you did try. I wish you all, if you want to try, you can also try. Yes, next page, page number 64. Shall I lead you anywhere? I asked. Now the narrator is asking from that blindfolded girl, shall I lead you? Shall I help you to go somewhere? Oh yes, she said, let's go for a little walk. Now she is saying, okay, let's go for a little walk. Only you must tell me about the things. I shall be so glad when today is over. The other bad days can't be half as bad as this. So she is saying, if you will tell me what is going on here and there, if you will describe each and everything, then this bad day will not become the worst one if you will help me out. Okay? Having a leg tied up, hopping about on a crutch is almost fun. Now she is explaining her experience of when my legs were tied up and I was hopping. Hopping means moving on one's leg. Okay, that was actually the fun day for me, and I was helping out by a crutch. Crutch, as I told you the meaning of crutch, beta. Okay, see beta, it's one or two long sticks that help one person to walk. So she is saying, whenever my legs were tied and I was taking the help of crutch, it was actually the fun day for me. So I guess having an arm tied up is a bit more troublesome. And now he is asking, if your arms are tied up, you are not able to eat something, to do something. I think this is also the troublesome. It also cause a lot of trouble to you. Next, देखिए, because you can't eat without help, things like that. I don't think I'll mind being deaf for a day. At least not much, but being blind is so frightening. Now she is saying being blind is the much frightening thing that makes us fear. Whenever I don't mind, I'll mind being deaf for a day. Deaf क्या होता है? When a person is not able to hear. My headache is all the time just from worrying that I'll get hurt. Where are we now? Now she is asking about where we are now. In the playground. Now he is explaining, now we are in the playground. I said we are walking towards the house. Miss Beam is walking up and down the garden with a tall girl. Now Miss Beam is also approaching us with a tall girl. What is the girl wearing? My little friend asked. That blindfolded girl asked about that tall girl. What is she wearing? Now narrator replied, a blue cotton skirt with a pink blouse. So I think it's a Millie. She said, what color is her hair? Now narrator replied, very light. I said, yes, that's Millie. She is a head girl. So now Miss Beam is coming with a head girl. There's an old man tying up roses. I said, yes, that's Peter. He's the gardener. He's hundreds of years old. So now that blindfolded girl is talking with the narrator. Narrator is explaining each and everything. One old man is tying up roses. And now that blindfolded girl replied, it's Peter, it's our gardener who used to take care of flowers, plants. So here comes a girl with a curly red hair. She's on crutches. Now that narrator is explaining, one girl is also approaching having curly red hair and she is using crutches. So now that blindfolded girl replied, it's Anita, she said. So we walked on gradually. Gradually means, so shall we walk slowly? I discovered that I was 10 times more thoughtful than I have ever thought I could be. So here the narrator is telling his experience. Today I am much more thoughtful even I could be. Okay. So next is, today I realized so much about those physically challenged people and the things to someone else. It made them more interesting to me. When I finally had to leave, I told Miss Beam I was very sorry to go. Oh, she replied, then there is something in my system after all. Now at last I took the permission from Miss Beam, and now I shall leave. So it's very interesting day for me. I learned a lesson. What is the message of this lesson, beta? We should love all and we should respect all, whether it's a physically challenged people or a old people or a poor people. Okay, so beta, here the author describes through Miss Beams, we should be sensitive towards special people. We should appreciate and understand their misfortunes, what unluck they have. Okay, so we should be very sensitive towards it. We should help those people. Okay, so beta, this is a story. Read this story one more time and learn a lesson from this story, and please imply this in your life also. Okay, and try to do this MCQ. Tomorrow we will discuss its question answer. Thank you so much. Have a nice day, beta.